Hi there, welcome to Algebra 2 CST release question number 43. It says, what are the solutions to the equation x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals negative 8? I'm going to move that over there, save myself some room over here to work with. So x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals negative 8. To solve something like this, to solve any quadratic equation, for x, we need to get one side equal to 0 first. So I need to add 8 to both sides to start. Getting rid of that will give me x squared minus 6x plus 13 equals 0. From there, I could try to factor. I could look for something that multiplies to 13 and adds together to get negative 6, but there is nothing, at least no whole numbers that will work. And so that's not going to work out. So from there, we need to try the quadratic formula instead. So negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. If you want to hear me sing that, go back a few videos. You can hear me sing that. Seriously, I'll sing it for you. You just have to go back. But from there, what are these values? Well, our a value is 1 right there. Our b value is negative 6. And the c value is 13. And so let's work that out. From there, it's like Merry Christmas, green and red. How you doing? Yay for Christmas. All right. Christmas I'm recording this in May. I was going to say Christmas in July, but nope, not quite yet. But from there, what do we got? Let's plug the values in. We've got negative 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 6 squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. This is going to simplify to positive 6. Sorry about that. Positive 6, negative makes positive 6. And we have plus or minus the square roots of 36 minus, and then 4 times 13, that's 52. All over 2. I meant to fill in the a with a 1. Sorry about that as well. There we go. So times 1, that's just going to be 2. And so this equals 6 plus or minus the square roots of, this will become negative 16 over 2. Now this part, I'm going to think about this separately, or talk about this separately. This square root of negative 16 part, how can I simplify that? Because there's no number times itself that equals negative 16. I know 4 times itself would be positive 16, but think about this like this. It's like negative 1 times positive 16. Remember, you can break up radicals into separate parts like that, so that's the same thing as that. And then the square root of negative 1 we can represent with an I, with an imaginary number I, and then the square root of 16 is 4. So this is the same thing as 4i. So I can write this now as 6 plus or minus 4i all over 2, and each part is getting divided by 2. So I can reduce this or simplify this down like this, divide each part by 2. I'd have 3, I'd have a 2 here, this would become a 1. The 1, or divided by 1, goes away. I don't need to consider that anymore. So this would be 3 plus or minus 2i, meaning that your answers, possibilities, are 3 plus 2i or 3 minus 2i. So with this, number 43, these are our answers. Therefore, my final answer should be choice D.